Welcome to Two Girls, Big Cups podcast, where we sip and spill on all things tumblers and so much more. Grab your big cup, join us for Tumbler Talk, pop culture chats, and those juicy conversations you've been itching to have. Cheers! Welcome back, everybody, to Two Girls, Big Cups, your Tumbler podcast. I am Christina, the Cupsmith, and with me is Kelly Burns from Burns Boutique. How is everybody doing? Thank you for joining us again. We are so happy to have you here. We have a great episode for you yet again, as always. What are we talking about today? I can't remember. We just decided. And this is how we start every episode.
Pretty much. We're like, what are we talking about again?
Let's start it.
As always, we have to show off our cups.
Yes, let's start off with our cups.
I'm matching you today.
Yes, we're matching today. We got big and little.
Yeah.
I got my little tipsy little mini.
We won't ask what's in there.
It's a surprise. But
of course, so obviously my cup was made by the wonderful Christina. That's why.
But look at, you can tell that one is older because it's yellowed.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yep. I think I made that one like 2 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, you were doing a different epoxy. You were definitely using a different epoxy back then.
Oh yeah, for sure. And it's at least 2 years old.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But that's what epoxy does.
That's what epoxy does, especially on lighter cups. And that was before like the epoxy I use now has that like blue tint to it. And that was before it had that. And I think you put that in that window you put your cup in.
Yes. Yep. So yeah, my kitchen where I display a lot of my cups has a window that goes to the outside, and that's where all the sun comes in.
Yeah.
From that side. And I've been saying like I need to like do one of those like fog things or something to maybe help with that. But yeah, I pulled out a cup I'd bought from another maker one day, and as I'm looking at it, I was like I realized there was a section that was more yellow, and I realized it's because that's what faced the window. So they yellow with time, but their exposure makes a difference too, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So I gotta call you out a little bit. On a previous episode, which I'm gonna insert it right here, Kelly said if I watch Julie and the Phantoms, she's gonna watch the show The Traitors.
Gosh. I don't know what to watch now that Love is Blind is over, though.
I don't either.
I've been through Quiet on the Set. That's over for now.
Yep. You gotta watch The Traitors.
Oh yeah. I'll tell you what. I'll watch The Traitors when you watch Julie and the Phantoms.
Okay, let me write it down.
It's cute. I think it's cute. I don't care if it's a kid show.
Oh, is it? I didn't know.
I don't know. I feel like it could be considered one. In my defense, though, isn't that on Peacock?
It is on Peacock.
Because they don't have that.
Well, I didn't make the bet.
It's not really a bet. It's more.
I didn't make the.
Well, give me your account then, so I can go watch it.
It's not my account, but the person who gave me the account.
Dang it.
The person who gave me the account is our mutual friend, and she would give you the account.
Okay.
So I watched Julie and the Phantoms. It's a really good show.
I told you
it's a very wholesome show, and I'm actually in the second time watching it because my daughter is watching it now because she's very musical. Like she will 1000% be a theater kid, like a musical theater kid.
That's awesome.
1000%. And there's a lot of like singing and stuff on the show, and it's like I think it's rated PG. It's PG.
Probably PG, yeah.
And so she's enjoying the music in the show.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I love that.
yeah, it's a good show. So if he's looking for a show recommendation, Julie and the Phantoms is on Netflix.
But what I love is the fact that as Christina's watching this show, she sends a message telling me about the unsaid Emily song and that whole scene with his mother.
Oh yeah.
And she's like, you did not prepare me for this. I go, oh yeah? I didn't? Here's your receipts. Because before she ever watched this show, there was a time in our little group chat that I said something about that scene and him singing and how it gets me and how fine he is, even though that's so wrong because he's probably like 10 years younger than me, but still. And so I sent Christina the link to that scene and she watched it, and you know what she said? She's like, I don't know, maybe it's just him or the song. I'm not feeling it or something like that. She pooped all over that scene. And then sends me this, you did not prepare me. Oh, I didn't? I didn't? I definitely did. I showed her all the receipts.
It's true.
All the receipts.
It's true. It's true. But it's like the it hits
harder when you know the story. Yes, you have to know the story for it to hit you in the feels.
Yes, because I didn't know the story, I didn't know all the whatever, and I'm just like watching this show, and I'm like, just this song, and I'm like, okay, whatever.
So you're like, wait, he's dead, and that is a ghost, and that's his mother. Oh my god!
And you watch the show, and it's like towards the end of the show. It might not even be like the second to last, or maybe even the last.
Yeah, it's like one of the few last ones. Yeah,
it's towards the end, and so you know all of this backstory, and then you're like, oh my god, that is so sad. This is the saddest thing ever. And being like a mother just of a son,
right,
adds on top of that. And
it's those scenes always hit you harder when you're a parent.
And you sent me like pictures of the guy, and I'm just like, he's not attractive. But then in the show, I'm like, holy crap, he's attractive.
Right?
And I just looked it up. He's 25, so
11 years.
It's not as cringy.
But that is what's funny though. Is like if I see pictures of video of him outside the show, I'm not that interested.
Well, yeah, like when I googled,
why does this show make him so cute?
I think it's because he like plays an instrument, and he's like, he has like the right amount of muscles. Like for me personally, like I don't like the beefcake, big muscular guys. Like too much muscles is a turn off to me personally. If that's what you like, good for you. You can have them. But for me, too muscular, I don't like. Like I like just the right amount of muscles. And I feel like he has the right amount of muscles. And playing an instrument is sexy too. So I feel like that combination is like, oh, you're attractive, sir. He's attractive. And he sings. So he like plays an instrument and he sings and he has the right amount of muscles. So, but like if you Google him and you look at his picture, it's like, he's not attractive. But in the show, he's attractive. So
magic of the television.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen Julie and the Phantoms, Kelly and I suggest you watch it. It's a good wholesome show.
And when you get to the end and then you realize that it's canceled, you can come cry with us.
Oh yeah, they leave you with a cliffhanger, and then the show was over. Yep,
because it got canceled. Yeah, I think it was originally on YouTube. And that's so it didn't. Yeah, it didn't really. I don't think most YouTube shows do very well. To be honest.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
I didn't either. And then when it went to Netflix, I guess is when it got popular. And it was already canceled and done by then, and it had already been, I guess, a couple of years. So there wasn't much they could do about it at that point. Sure. But I don't know. I still watch it all the time, and every time I watch that last scene, I just somehow think it's gonna be different. It's Probably some wishful thinking. One day it'll just have a different ending by magic somehow.
Well, there's a part in the end where Netflix could have just ended it there.
Right.
And it would have been
Really
just
should have.
fine.
They really should have.
Yeah, instead of going like the extra 2 minutes and leaving it on the cliffhanger.
That's what they should have done.
That's what they should have done.
Yeah. For sure.
So I hate when shows do that to you though, where it's just one season.
Mm-hmm.
And they just leave you hanging and it's like, I want more.
Well, I hate when you don't even realize, like you don't like you just are like, oh, a new show that I just randomly found. Let me just watch it or something. Or you catch the preview of it, so you just start it, and then it's not until it's all done you're like, wait, that's it? Like you didn't even know going, like, because I didn't know going into it.
Right.
So it wasn't until it was over. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. No, that's not fair.
Nope. We've been watching Fallout.
Mm-hmm.
Started that?
No, but Tim and my husband, want to watch that.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah, Trevor never even played the game, but he still wanted to watch it, and it's really good. I like it.
Yeah, my husband has played it, and
okay.
My son's playing it actually.
Really?
Yeah. He's like, it's really hard, Mom, and I'm like, yeah, well, it's not made for little kids.
Is it as bloody as the show?
Little. No, it's not.
Oh, there's some scenes.
Well, he's also.
It's like.
He also is at the very beginning too. He can't get very far.
It's funny.
He's 11, so.
Yeah.
But no, it's not very bloody. Fun times. All right. Well, let's get into Tumbler Talk.
What were those topics again? You're pointing at me like, and go. And I'm like,
all right. Okay. I'll do it. I got you. Don't worry. So we like to do a segment on our podcast called Tumbler Talk where we talk about different topics in the Tumblr world. So this week we're going to talk about trends of the past.
Yes.
So I was talking to you and I was talking about just the different things that we have seen come and go over the years. Because I think we've been making Tumblrs for 5 years, maybe more.
Yeah, I think I just hit 5.
Yeah.
Yep.
It just seems insane to me.
I know
that it's been that long. It doesn't seem like it's been that long.
No. But then at the same time, it also kind of feels like you've done it forever or something.
Yeah, it does.
In a weird way.
It does. It does. So when I started, well, I guess we started around the same time.
Probably around the same time.
Yeah. Chunky glitter was huge.
Mm-hmm.
Your Kansas City cup that we showed last or a couple episodes ago. Or I don't know how many in a past episode.
We don't talk about no.
I'm that's what you did. You just right? You put a fine glitter down.
Fine top, chunky to fade.
Yep.
But that was my very first one, so there was no fade. It just kind of.
But that was the trend.
Oh yeah, and a better version of that. That was the trend. Let's be specific.
That was the trend.
Then that was how I did all my other glitter cups. If someone wanted 2 colors, it was fine, chunky, because that was the trend. But it was also I couldn't do an ombre to save my life. Better now. Still not great, but it's better.
You're better than you give yourself credit for. You're hard on yourself.
I don't do it enough is the thing.
Yeah.
Now. And I never. I mean,
that's what happens if you get out of practice.
Right.
Another one that I remember that was big was peekaboo with alcohol ink. The wood grain.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
Remember
yeah. Oh, the
that?
wood grain especially, like the deer. Like it'd always be like a
Yeah.
deer, like yeah, like it'd be like a deer decal. I swear it was always something deer or woodsy or fish or something. And yeah,
Yes.
it'd
I
be
didn't
like
even
that
think of that.
two-tone kind of wood grain.
Yes. I didn't even think of that. I was thinking like a glitter cup, and then
Hmm.
over that would be like a wood grain. And
Hmm.
then you'd peekaboo it with
Yeah.
the glitter.
Yep, I remember those two.
Yep. That was a
I think
big
I
thing.
only did like one peekaboo, I think. And it was a
Yeah,
batch.
I didn't do a lot. I didn't do a lot. I remember like you'd be peeling off the vinyl, and it would like your tool would slip and you would scratch
Yes. Yes.
and you'd be like, "Plot."
The only one I remember doing, it was like an autism awareness mom kind of,
Mm-hmm.
custom. And so it was like all these splotch of the different colors, and then, we were peekabooing over that. And so like for her name, or for this teacher's name, I thought I would just peekaboo the name. So it
Mm-hmm.
could have like this rainbowy looking kind of thing versus like just one colored, name slapped on there. Yeah, I don't recommend that. And unless you do like a big bold font, and yeah, but swirly cursive,
No.
trying to like
Your eyes went cross-eyed just
oh god,
describing
yeah,
it.
because there's just those little like all the swirls and stuff. So just trying to even catch one edge to lift to do. It was so hard. It looked like crap.
I remember somebody, I can't remember what maker it was. It was some tutorial I watched or something. They said to put like glue dots on
Yes,
your
I've seen
vine.
that.
Yeah, and I remember that was like
Right.
genius.
And of course, I didn't see that until like long after I was doing peekaboo,
Right,
so it wasn't helpful to me at
right,
the time.
right, right,
Yeah,
right.
hydro dips too. I feel like I don't see
Oh,
those anymore.
I forgot about hydro dips. Yep,
Mhm.
those were big. Those were
Yeah.
big.
Yeah. I feel like when I started, it was like your basic glitter, your like wood grains and the peekaboos, and um the alcohol swirls
Yep.
and the hydro dips. Like those were like the main different techniques out there.
Yeah. Man, I forgot about the hydro dips. And then the with the marabou
I never
paint.
tried those.
Me
I always wanted
either.
to because I would try the spray paint. They always sucked. They looked terrible.
Yeah.
I tried a few different times and it looked awful.
I only did one, and it was with spray paint, but yeah, I always wanted to try the marabou, and then like the trend disappeared, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna. I already have a room closet full of supplies that I half use, so I'm not gonna buy marabou, whatever
Yeah.
they're called, paints, marabou
Yeah.
paints.
Oh, and then just like mica powder swirls, like same as alcohol inks, but like just doing it mica powders. I did a lot of those too in the
I
beginning.
never did those.
Really?
Never
I
did
did a lot
those.
of those.
No. Do you remember the ones where people would take the beads and they would like move the
Oh, yeah.
beads on
I
the
never did
paint?
that. I feel
Me
like I didn't
either.
even see that until like maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I feel like it was
There
the first time I saw that.
yep. Oh, and the dirty pour.
I have done that.
Yep, me too. Me too. I
And it
did a
looks nice
dirty
and dirty.
pour.
It's sitting up there. I can see it.
I did a dirty pour peekaboo one.
Oh.
Yeah. My mother-in-law has that one. I did that with snowflakes. That one I
Oh,
kind of
I
liked
bet that's
actually.
cute.
Yeah, yeah, that was.
I
The
feel like,
alcohol swirls. I don't see those.
oh, I do on TikTok
But y
Live all the time.
yeah, like with
Yeah.
Mrs. Dutchy? Is that her name?
Yeah, and just and a bunch of other people. Like
Yeah.
like if you're going through like if you were just to go through like like if you were to go to like search Tumblr and hit live or something, so it was all like Tumblr makers, like a list of lives, you'd see a ton of them, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
Maybe that's why I don't see any Tumblrs on TikTok.
Well, we just
See, 'cause
talked
we've
about
talked
too
about
the
that
fact
before, like,
you're like not even on Tumblr TikTok,
I'm
so that's
not on
probably
Tumblr TikTok whatsoever.
I feel like I don't
So,
see them posted in Facebook groups a lot, but I feel like I see
yeah.
people doing them on live, and it's probably And I think a lot of it is like they're making an order and making it right there. Like, oh, you want you want this color? Like doing that kind of thing. And like, it's like a live custom kind of thing. And so maybe that's why I don't really see them posted, because maybe once they're done, they just ship them off, you know?
Sure, maybe. I hope they let them cure for
Well,
the right amount of time.
You know what I mean, though. Like if they're like producing like a bunch within a given live, then they're not going to sit there like how we do. We're like, oh, it's time to take the picture of this cup. Let me get all my props out, and you know, yeah, they're like, I ain't got time for that. I'm just shipping this stuff off, making my money.
Like, right. They've already sold it.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
Right. They're not waiting for golden hour just to photograph it just right.
Right. Like we have to. And
yeah.
I mean, I think it's evolved a lot into like
it has
and the printed vinyl and
we've talked about that before, like how that has not, or it didn't exist before. Like you printed your own vinyl.
Yeah.
You did stuff with water slides. Bleach spots. That was another thing that was.
Yeah. Or like the dish the spray,
the power wash thing.
I tried that too.
I did too. I was okay at that.
It's still sitting over there. My desk faces my closet of shame.
Maybe when I come visit you, we'll strip cups. You're like, no, that's not fun.
That's not fun.
Kelly's never stripped a cup in her life.
Nope. I tried once, like I did the whole thing with the the acetone and the paper towels, roll it up and rolled it up in the foil and put it in the Ziploc. No. Guess where that Ziploc is?
In your closet.
In the closet of shame.
I knew it. No, you don't do that.
Like I did the whole thing to do it and then just left it.
No, you put it in a bucket. You don't do all that extra work.
Oh no, this is like 3-4 years ago, I think. That was like the only way I saw to strip, and I was like, okay, and just did it, and then I never opened up that bag. It's just sitting there.
Put it in a bucket. A little bit of acetone. Put a lid on it.
When I used epoxy sculpt, but a lot of times I would just turn it into something else.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like my very first Ursula tumbler that I like, the wine glass one. If that girl would ever like bust that thing and see what's underneath, there's teal glitter under there somewhere. Like I did just like this teal glittered wine glass, and then it just sat around. But with epoxy sculpt, since you don't have to bake it, you can just go right on top. So I just went right on top of it and just redid it and just did a new cup on top of an old one. You couldn't tell.
Yeah, I mean, it works.
It worked. Easier than stripping. And
yeah.
And there's a lot of things that are easier than stripping, I guess.
Yeah. Buying a new cup. That's what I do.
Usually what I do.
That's usually what I do. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, even though that's how I strip cups, I do have a bucket of cups in acetone upstairs in my garage that has been sitting there for, I don't know how long, even though it's super easy.
So, like, do people just buy a bucket of acetone, or do they buy a gallon of it? Like, how? I've never even understood how people do it.
No, you buy like I have.
If it's in a bucket, you would need a big thing.
No.
Right?
It's
no.
It's
the fumes do it.
Do it. Yeah, you only put like this much acetone. Not even.
Okay.
Like maybe this much acetone in it, and the fumes from it.
Interesting.
Strip it. Yeah, you buy like a 5-gallon.
That's your proof right here. I've never even looked into it. I'm like,
you get like a 5-gallon pail. You put your cups in it, and then you put maybe an inch or two of acetone in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you put a lid on it.
Mm-hmm.
Cover, and then 24 hours later, you open it up, and it just falls off. It's very easy. You still do have to do a little bit of cleanup.
Yeah.
But not much. But enough to where I still don't do it very often. Mm-hmm. I do it maybe once a year. Maybe once every year and a half. Year and a half. Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe I'll do it once every 5. Maybe I will do it. I don't know. It's also just because, like, it is easy just to shove them in there, but no.
But then you get to a point where it's like,
now I have this ledge of cups that I'm like, that space could be utilized much better. So
yeah, I'm to the point where I'm like, I got to stop buying new cups, and
I guess I should take care of the old one.
Yeah, I got to start stripping some of those ones and using them instead of buying new ones. So, yeah.
Can you imagine, though, like, you finish stripping a bunch of cups, you end up getting glitter on yourself maybe or something. It's like, man, honey, what were you doing? Oh, I was stripping in the garage.
Yeah.
You were what?
You missed it. You could have joined me. Why didn't you join me? I'm going to go strip in the garage.
You know what? We are going to strip my cups while you're here just so I can fuck with my husband's head.
Say, Christina and I are going to go strip in the garage.
Yep. What'd you guys do today? Oh, we stripped in the garage for a little bit. You know, we kind of got some glitter on ourselves, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Just missed him. I'm so excited for you to come. We're gonna have so much fun.
We are. We
gotta figure all the things to do. Gonna take you to your drag brunch.
Yes.
Like you wanted.
Yes. I've never been to a drag show. I've always wanted to go.
They're fun.
That's what I hear. That's why I want to go.
We'll have to go on a bingo night.
Ooh, yeah.
It's like dirty bingo. It's really fun.
Yeah. That would be fun.
We'll have fun for sure.
Bingo!
I can already picture us not even making any cups.
Oh yeah, I can picture that too. What'd you guys do? What'd you guys make? Nothing.
Oh, we made a bunch of content and drank a lot.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yep. Well, whenever we get together, that's usually what happens is we have all these plans of what we're going to do, and we do 2 of those things.
Know.
We're like, we're going to make all these videos. We're going to do all these. We're going to make all these things, and we make 2 videos and maybe sculpt 1 thing.
Yeah.
Or half a thing. And then we're like, oh, what happened? The time went.
Where'd the time go? Where'd all the time go?
This time, though, we do have a full week.
Yeah.
Usually we only have 2 days, and it's usually at an event. And so
there's other things going on. And
yeah. Cool. Yeah.
And
all right. Yes, me too. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. If anybody lives in Missouri, join us for happy hour.
Right.
At drag bingo. That would be fun.
Well, I need some payback.
Oh, really?
Because I was put on the spot with that little friends quiz.
Yeah.
And I think it's your turn.
Okay.
So I have a little friends trivia, and we're going to watch you probably whip my butt. So I'm going to ask you some questions.
I am good at trivia. However,
you said you fall asleep to Friends, though. That's your show. You watch it all the time. So we're going to.
It is my ASMR. However, like I said, I watch at most 2 minutes a night.
Well, hopefully all those nights of 2 minutes have added up to something.
Hopefully. We'll see. I am good at trivia, but my memory is not the best. But we'll see.
We'll see. All right.
See, how many did you get right the last time?
None. Because I think there was 5 questions. The last one, I got close. I think I said Jerry, but it was Terry.
That's right. It was.
But I'm still impressed I got that close to getting that right, because I had no freaking clue. I had no clue. And as soon as you gave me a sentence, I was like, wait a minute.
And the first one you did say that it was either 5 or 7 for how many sisters he had. But you picked 5 instead of 7. So
yeah, so it was close.
You
So
were
I have
close.
one here, and this one's kind of weird. It's not like necessarily saying it's right or wrong when you pick the answer, but it gives you a percentage of what everybody guessed. So
Weird. Okay.
I guess we'll assume that that those are right, I guess. All right. And I'm going to be skipping some of the easier ones that I know you know. Like the first one is, which character has a twin?
Oh, Phoebe.
Right. Like I know you know that one. We're not doing that.
And her name's Ursula.
I'm going to pick ones that I think maybe you'll have to think a little. Nothing obvious. Okay. So who was Monica's first kiss? And I can give you multiple choice because these are like, oh shoot, I just hit my mic. There's 2 answers possible.
Oh, it was Ross.
Yes. Because it wasn't, oh yeah, it was the coat. It was the pile of coat.
You were my first kiss ever.
How many times has Ross been married?
Oh, okay. So Susan and Rachel and Emily 3 times.
Yes. Let's see. What nickname did Monica's dad give her?
Harmonica. Our little harmonica.
There you go. Little harmonica. Let's see. What is Joey's fake name?
Ken Adams.
Yeah. Damn, you're good. Let's see. What movie did Rachel say is her favorite?
This one's hard.
I'm gonna fact check this one real quick.
Well, I think her actual favorite is Weekend at Bernie's, but I think she says it's something else.
Yep. I think this one's a trick question. That's why I'm like, I'm gonna double check this.
I don't remember like what she says her favorite movie is, but her actual favorite movie is Weekend at Bernie's.
There you go. Yep. Do you know what the other one is though?
No, that's what I just said. I said I don't know what she says it is, but her actual
Dangerous Liaisons.
Oh, I wouldn't have gotten that one.
Yeah. But as soon as you start saying that, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember what scene it came from. It's when they're doing their own little trivia.
Yep.
Because it's like, what's her actual favorite?
Weekend at Bernie's.
Oh, that's the next question. What movie is actually her favorite? I didn't read the. Oh, that's funny. Who sings the Friends theme song?
Oh, the Rembrandts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're whipping my butt. What was the name of Rachel and Ross's grandmother?
You mean Rachel and Monica? Wait, you said Rachel and
Wait,
Ross.
that we're skipping that one. It does say Rachel and Ross. Yeah, that's wrong. That's right. Supposed to be Ross and Monica. So we'll just skip that one.
Nana.
Someone made it.
Althea.
Yeah. All right, let's do one more before you really put me.
I still got it right.
You did.
I still got it right.
That's why I was like, all right, let's wrap this up because you're just slaughtering me here.
I pulled Althea out of my butt like that. Like, way in the back of my head, it was like Althea.
Who says the very last line in the series?
I want to say.
I actually knew this one.
I want to say it's Monica. I have absolutely no idea.
Chandler,
what does he say?
Well, remember, like they're leaving the apartment after like all empty and everything, and they all decide to go get a coffee.
Yep.
And he's like, "Where?" Like, because that's the joke line. Of like where of like, you know, because it's like, let's all go get it. He goes, where? Or something. I may not be the exact line, but it's basically along that lines of
right.
Where would we go?
Where should we go? Yeah.
So it's like, duh.
Right. I went to get well, I'll just say it.
I actually knew one finally.
You knew one.
I'm just so bad. Like my memory just sucks so much. It's like I can't retain those kind of little facts.
I knew that one.
Especially names.
Quiz me on The Office trivia because I feel like that would be harder for me, but I feel like I would know it. But you wouldn't because you don't watch.
I wouldn't know any. I need to watch that. I know.
Skip the first season. Go straight to season 2.
Well, I know what's going on though.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't need to watch the first season. Okay. The first season too, it is like it's kind of like it's basically the first season is like the whole season is like a pilot season. And the first season is only 8 episodes. It's not a full season. So you're not missing very much at all.
Gotcha.
There's a couple of like jokes that are really funny, but other than that, it's not a very good season. The first season, it gets much better the subsequent seasons. So,
gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
That's all we have planned for today.
We were bad planners today. We weren't even thinking we were gonna do this one. So.
Yeah. I mean, we still got a full episode. We still got a full episode. I can't talk. We still have a full episode.
Yeah.
Guys, what do you want to hear from us? Do you want to hear some more trivia?
Yes. We want the feedback. We need the feedback.
A specific like Tumbler Talk topic that you want to hear from us? Should we do some crafting while we talk? Something? I don't know. I'm just throwing.
I might have to incorporate that just so I can catch up.
Go for it, girl.
Just because I almost was like, I thought about it. I'm like, if I'm like doing all my epoxies, like, will she know if I'm just like, oh yeah.
You should have done it. Why didn't you? Multitask.
Because I'm too ADHD. I'd probably be doing it, and then you'd say something. I'd be like, I'm sorry, what?
That's true. You probably.
What was the question? What was the question again?
Yeah, you probably would have been like that. That's true.
I mean, even in my own lives, in my group, I sometimes like if there's not a lot of chatter in the chat or something, like if there's not a lot of talking, I start to go into my own zone, and then I'll just be talking, and then it's like I zone out on my own. I'm like, what the heck was I just saying?
What did I say?
What were we just talking about?
Or sometimes I'll answer your question, and you'll be like, "What was that answering?"
Oh yeah, because of the lag. Well, like with the live, you'll have a lag sometimes, and so, or like I'll just say something, keep working, and then I see a comment that's like, "That's what she said." I'm like, wait, what? What did I say that was dirty? Because I've just been like rambling or something, and then I'm like, wait, what part was that for? What was that in reference to?
What did I just say?
Yeah. Or then I've been on the other side of it too, where I crack a joke like that, and they don't pick, and they totally like, and they just keep going on, like, no, it was funny. Let me explain it.
It's never good when you have to explain your own joke.
I know. But with those lags, it's the same thing. It's just, you don't realize what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Because you moved on from that like a whole minute ago.
Yeah.
But in the time it took for you to say it out loud, them to think it, and then type it, and then you get it. Yeah.
Yes, it's the whole typing
what's
thing.
That about?
Yep. Right.
All right. Well, that's all for today's episode of the Two Girls Big Cups podcast. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow. Like she said, give us your feedback. Leave some stuff in the comments for us. Tell us what you want to see, what do you want to hear, all the things. And make sure you subscribe, follow our socials, and we will see you guys again next week.
Yes.
Cheers.
Next time, not next week.
Next time. I'm used to saying that because of my group.
I know. Nobody probably would have caught it except for me. And
no.
Wait
to point it out.
We will see you next time.
Next episode. There we go.
Cheers, everybody.